Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your January 2019 general reading. If it does not resonate, don't make it resonate. If it does, hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much, lovies. I make the same announcement that I've made on all my January readings so far. If you have not received your reading, send me an email. I have probably tried to reach you several times and not gotten an answer. So if I've tried to call you and you don't answer, I'm not quite sure how that's my fault. Okay? But if you've paid for your reading, you will get your reading. Okay? But I can't make you answer your phone when I call. Okay? All right, loves. Now that that's out the way. That doesn't happen very often, but it does happen with some people. And when it does, somehow, some way, it's my fault. Oh, what a metaphor. Cancer, why do I feel like you guys may be dealing with similar things? It may not be about the same topic, but it might be the same type shit, you know? People like to blame everybody else for their problems. You notice that? All right. Well, I've been seeing some good cards as I've been shuffling. I've been seeing aces as I've been shuffling so far for you, Cancer. So let's see what the energy looks like for you in January. This is what it looks like, babies. Thank you for tuning in. I love all my subbies, the ones who understand that life sometimes can be hella tough. Isn't that ironic? Hella tough. This is the burden card. This is the first card that popped out. I feel like a lot of you guys feel really burdened by a lot of shit. It could be other people's actions around you. Maybe some of you are beating yourself up. You know what I'm saying? For some of the choices that you've made. You understand what I'm saying? And when that happens, I'm going to tell you straight up, do not beat yourself up for any damn thing. Everything is a learning experience. Remember that, okay? Now I'm gonna go back to my old self and keep it 100% funky, okay? This is the burden card. You can only be burdened if you let yourself be burdened, okay? This card means burden. Now let's see why. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a bunch of cards. See what the theme is here. I feel like, straight up, what I'm saying, Cancer, I feel like you guys are tired of being taken advantage of. You guys have had enough. You're tired of being taken advantage of. And right now, you guys are allowing yourselves to be selfish, so to speak, according to what other people would call it selfish. To me, I call it what you're entitled to. You are entitled to care about yourself. You are entitled to worry about yourself. You are entitled to take care of your own needs. Yes, you are. But some of you Cancers, I feel, are burdened when you actually take your own happiness into consideration. If you don't take your own happiness into consideration and you take everybody else's happiness into consideration, where does that leave you, my loves? I promise you, and you've seen it before, ain't nobody gonna break their neck to make sure you're happy. Ain't nobody gonna do that. That's your job. You got to make sure you're happy. Now the Magician is here, so that tells me that you're manifesting some time alone. I feel like some of y'all just kind of want to be left alone. I feel like some of y'all have been through some shit. I feel like last year was a ringer for a lot of you guys. So going into this month, I feel like many of you just really want to recover and really want to regroup with regards to how people act in general. Now, I'm not putting a label on all people, but what I'm saying is there are enough people out there that will literally take advantage of you until they can't do it no more. Okay? Cancers represent the loving aspect of humanity. Okay? You know how many times love is taken for granted? It's good to love, guys, but you must understand self-love first, babies. When you understand love first, I promise you, things won't be a burden. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you love yourself, you'll know how to set boundaries with people. You'll know how to say, yes, this I will do, this I will not do. You're burdened about something. You're burdened about what you're trying to manifest in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to manifest happiness with someone who is selfish. That's what I see. You're trying to manifest happiness with somebody that's selfish. Now, let me tell you something about that. Yeah, you're trying to give birth and manifest. It's like, I feel as though I'm talking to a group of people who loves someone. You want this person to make you happy. You want this person to make you happy. And I feel like you want to give your love and your care to somebody who does not appreciate it. That is what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing that you notice it, and you're noticing it, and it's becoming a burden, and you're considering some things that it's a burden for you to have to consider having to drop this person like it's hot. Because you may have a family with this person. You may have a lot of things intertwined with this person. But this person brings burden after burden after burden to your life. You're trying to manifest a different outcome. But let me tell you this. You can manifest whatever you want to manifest in your life. You cannot manifest a change in somebody else. Other people are going to do what other people want to do. And you would be amazed at the rationale in other people. You can help other people to the stars and back, honey. And heaven forbid you make one mistake, as human beings do, right? All they will remember is that one mistake and not all the wonderful things that you've done for that person. So Cancer, please keep that in mind, because that is what I'm seeing right now. There's no reason why this 10 of Wands should be here with all of these other cards here. This card means selfishness. You're dealing with somebody that's selfish. You're dealing with somebody who wants to give birth to a completely different way of living. They don't want to do things together. They want to do things their way, and they want you to do things your way, but that's not togetherness. So in a relationship, some of you Cancers are dealing with somebody who's not taking your feelings into consideration, and you're starting to notice that this is a burden. This is not working. This is what some of you guys are saying. This ain't working. So now you start to, this card straight up means you're looking out into the world like, what do I do now? See how this person has a globe in their hand? They're getting ready to broaden their horizons and open up their world a little bit. And say, you know what? Well, then I'm not going to make you my world. I'm going to go and consider all the things that are in the world that I can experience. You ain't the only thing that I could be doing. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys are starting to branch out. And if you're not starting to branch out, this is Spirit letting you know. You need to branch out. Broaden your horizons. If you make this selfish person your world, imagine what your world will be like. Straight up. You put a lot of work into this relationship, so you feel like if you were to let it go, it will be all for nothing. Well, that's not true, baby. Let me tell you, all the work that you put into the relationship taught you something. It taught you something. Don't forget, everything is a learning experience. Everything. Okay? So if you put a lot of work into a relationship that you see is starting to slip away, it does not mean that you failed. It does not mean that you did something wrong. Sometimes people simply don't even, some people who do not know how to love themselves, damn sure ain't gonna know how to love you. It sounds cliche, but I'm telling you, that shit is so true. If they don't know how to love themselves properly, what makes you think they're gonna love you right? They don't know how. It's literally something, they don't know how to do it. They don't know how. And it's unfortunate if you think about it, because somebody had to have taught them how, or they would have had to make the conscious decision to learn how. And you're tired of it. Look, this card means tired, like you need some rest. You're tired of it. You're tired of this person's selfishness. You've put in too much work into this damn relationship. This person's not doing the same. So you're constantly like doing this juggling act, you know, of taking care of yourself and trying to take care of the relationship so that you don't lose the relationship, because you must love this person. This person makes you happy. You know how to love people without judgment. But guess what? Spirit sees all the hard work that you have put into this relationship. Spirit is about to bring you a new love. This may be, you may have left this person a long time ago. Or even if you haven't left this person a long time ago, I'm telling you, somebody new is going to come along and recognize you for for who you are. And they're going to give you so much love, it's going to pour over. Because the person that you meet, honey, they're going to know how to love themselves, trust me. Which means, because you know how to love yourself, they're going to be on your level. You must have experienced the Tower recently. Look at how these cards came back to back. Such a beautiful card in the Tower. You're loving somebody who is not appreciating you right now, Cancer. They don't appreciate you. And honey, appreciation goes a long ass way. If a person does not appreciate you, that relationship is only going to last so long. I'm telling you, a person can only handle ungrateful people for so long. I don't care if it's in a love relationship, whoever it is that you're with. If they're not grateful, I'm telling you right now, after a while, you get tired of people treating you like, you know, you ain't shit. And you're like breaking your back. Yeah, this is a past situation. This means nostalgia, the past. This card means back in the day. Yeah, so I feel like some of you guys have ended relationships recently. Cut them out. You cut them out. You cut them out. You could have been dealing with an air sign as well. This was a love relationship. This was a love relationship. And you had to make the decision. This is the decision card. See how those two swords are crossed like that? Do I go this way or do I go that way? I love this person, but this person is not treating me right. I know this person's not treating me right. Let me get out while I at least have my dignity left. Yeah, you had somebody that was being blatantly disrespectful in the relationship. You prayed about it and all that. You know what I'm saying? And Spirit is answering your prayers with this Ace of Cups because it came right on top of the Ace of Cups. You're going to get a new love. The Lover's card popped up too. You're going to get a new beginning. Don't worry about a thing, honey. You got to allow yourself to walk into that new beginning. You can't be afraid when walking into this new beginning. A lot of people don't want to end relationships that they know are absolutely toxic because they're afraid of being alone. Or they're afraid that they won't be able to pay the bills themselves, or they're afraid that or this will happen or that will happen. So let me just stay in this loveless relationship forever. I'm telling you right now, Cancer, that is not the route to take. You got to learn how to go ahead and say, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. Spirit, guides, and angels, be with me. I can do this. Spirit, be with me. I'm telling you, that's all you got to say. Your angels hear it. Your spirit guides hear it. They know. They know. They'll be there. You will not be alone. Don't stay in a loveless relationship that is burdening your heart every day that you... Love does not keep score. That part is true. However, if someone is blatantly ghosting you, disrespecting you, not taking your feelings into consideration, never giving you any appreciation for the things that you do, you go out of your way to help this person, and this person acts like it's just a given. I'm telling you, you have a right to be happy as well, Cancer. And I'm seeing a lot of Cancers who are pretty much saying, oh, my happiness is not that serious. I'll go ahead and, I'll just stay in this relationship because it's all I know. How many of you that I'm talking to are in a relationship and you're unhappy, or maybe you're going back and forth with this person? You know what I mean? For 6 months, you'll be in a relationship. You'll break up for 3, stay together for a year, break up for a month, get back together. I'm looking at some energy right here. Some of you have been in relationships with somebody. It's always an on and off thing. You're always, starting over, always feeling like you're in decision mode with regards to what you're going to do at the end of the day with this person. Because this person leaves a bad taste in your mouth every time you think about their actions. Every time you go back and think about the past and how they acted in the relationship, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth because they're still doing the same shit. So you have to be fair to yourself. You have to be fair to yourself and know that you are worthy of more. Okay? You are worthy of more. So Spirit's going to replace this this twin union with the soulmate union. That's what's going to happen. But it's not going to happen until you allow yourself to be free of this old energy. Some of you are holding on to relationships for dear life that you know you're not happy in. And you're confused as to possibly why you even got into the relationship to begin with. There's a lot of people who think that way. Trust me. You get into a relationship with somebody, everybody's always on their best behavior in the beginning of a relationship. And then after a while, you find yourself fighting over the damn pickle and the damn cheeseburger. I mean, everything's a fight. And you're like, I'm confused as to how this relationship got this way. And if you know you're putting your best foot forward and the other person does not appreciate what you're bringing to the table, honey, that's your cue. So work on, this card is the Apprentice card, working on something. See, this person's working on something. Work on, what is Spirit going to say next? Yep, work on recognizing the karmic lesson that was meant to be learned in the last relationship or in whatever relationship you are burdened in now. What's the lesson? To me, this is the lesson card. Because the whole reason for you being in that relationship with that person, that you're now confused if you want to be in this relationship anymore. The whole lesson was for you to learn self-love so that the next relationship you get in is not just a repeat. Same lesson, different person. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you are clearly burdened and confused as to why you're even in the relationship still. I don't know who I'm talking to. I got to be talking to somebody, honey. And you got a lot of love to give. But guess what? When we start to recognize that our love is being taken for granted, what happens is we stop giving it out so much. And I'm going to tell you right now, giving love keeps us a lot more healthy than getting it. But getting it back is a treat too, especially when you're giving it out so freely. Somebody took advantage of y'all for a long time. I knew this card would pop up. Justice. Justice means fairness. Be fair to yourself and make the decision that you know you need to make in this situation. Spirit is telling you to work on being fair to yourself. Work on being fair to yourself. If you know that you're doing the best you can and you're loving somebody and you're giving them the best that you have to give, and this person just literally shows their whole entire ass all the time and they damn sure are not giving you the same amount of love back. It's not a tit for tat type issue, but it's like, I'm not going to sit here while you keep kicking me and not like defend myself. Right? So if somebody is taking advantage of you in a relationship, you have to be fair to yourself by saying, you know what? Yeah, I don't think this is working, but I feel like you guys are having a really hard time pulling the plug on the relationship. The other person's not going to pull the plug. Why? Because the other person is getting what they want to get from you, even if it's just your love alone. Oh, they love to receive it, but they damn sure don't know how to give it. Some of you Cancers are dealing with that right now. Some of you have hung the hell in there for a long time. And I am no advocate of breaking up families. I talk to people all the time on the phone and try to get families to stay together. And I ask people, are you considering what will happen if you choose to end the relationship. If you choose to end the relationship, what things will change and is it worth it? Right? All right. We're going to stop there. All right, loves? For those of you interested in a private reading, the information is in the description box. Namaste, loves.